This video is sponsored by Netmarble.
Yo, what is up, Lineage fam? How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about all of the different places you can get those resources in Lineage 2, and believe me, they're plentiful. But two of these in particular you guys really want to pay attention to, and that is Red Diamonds and Adena. You're going to need a lot of this stuff as you get ready to prepare for the battles to come, so let's go ahead and start off. First off, a tip for the new players, make sure you guys are just following the red dots. Find the red dots on the interface, as it's pretty complex. There's a lot to it, but the red dots are indicators that let you know that there is something new, and you should probably tap there to go figure that out. The first thing to take note of is your pre-registration rewards. For those of you logging in for the first time, just check your mailbox by clicking the mailbox icon at the top of your screen. It will likely have that red dot on it. You can go there, check out the loot that Netmarble was nice enough to send your way for pre-registering. So you're going to notice right when you log into the game, there's going to be some login rewards. These are going to be things that you get every single day to reward you for your activity, essentially. So click the login rewards menu item under events, and that's going to take you to a place where you can collect the day's loot. You can do the same thing for weekly rewards every day for your first week, and also for the monthly rewards. That is exactly where you're going to get some of the higher end rewards. You can pick these up every single day, but the monthly rewards have special rewards at the end of each week, and you can see those on the screen. So that's an example of the low-hanging fruit that this game will kind of throw you a bone for every so often, every single day. Make sure you guys are clicking that, clear that off, and let's focus on some of the next places you can get that Adena. So one of the more fun ways to actually get loot is to participate in clan dungeons with your clan. Now, at its core, the clan dungeons are designed to benefit the clan by being able to secure clan experience points and loot that your leaders can pass out to all of the different clan members for, their help in participating in these dungeon events. But there are also some great individual rewards that you can score from these clan dungeons. First and foremost, you've got Adena, you've got loot boxes. It's really, really key that you participate, because not only does it help your clan, but you can also score some resources from it. So that's pretty cool. As a rule of thumb, as the difficulty for the dungeon increases, so do the rewards. More Adena, more loot. So the harder you can go, the better. So as the raid wraps up and comes to a close, you guys are going to get sent to the reward screen, assuming you guys cleared the dungeon and passed. Cross your fingers if that actually took place. But once you get there, if you are the top damage dealer, you're going to be hooked up with 200% Adena as a reward for being the MVP. Unfortunately, I was not the MVP this time around, nor am I ever going to have a chance. Dang you, sinful. We're glad to have you, though. Don't get me wrong. That being said, though, you can see a whole lot of clan rewards, but check the second row there for the individual rewards. I got 15,000 Adena just for showing up, helping the clan take down a boss. I also got hooked up with a loot chest, as well as 2 sets of clan coins that I can spend in the clan shop. Some of the more obvious places to actually get loot are from the quest rewards themselves. You guys will figure this out pretty quickly if you just follow the main storyline and start leveling up. Once you guys go from one quest to the next, you're going to turn them in. You're going to get rewarded not only in loot, but also Adena. And that's actually a pretty quick way to level up and also score some sweet resources. Once you've done enough quests to actually level up, the level up words are really kind of cool. First, you're going to get sent some skill points to your mailbox, and if you're over level 40, you're actually going to be getting sent mastery tokens as well that are another kind of currency you can spend in a special part of the store. In addition to just getting the skill points, though, they actually hook you up with a little bit of a gift every single time you level up beyond the first few levels. Now, this one actually kind of eluded me on more than one occasion. I forget that this is there because it's kind of hidden in the interface. If you look above your quest and party window on the interface, there's a red dot by a package, a present, a gift, a red box with a gold bow. That is something that you're going to want to pay attention to, because as you level up, every single level, you're going to get hooked up with a present. And inside that present, it could be experience, it could be Adena, and it could be a lot of it. You're seeing anywhere from 18 to 30,000 Adena. And if you happen to forget about this for a few levels like I did, I forgot that these gifts were there for like 15 levels, and I collected them all at once, and lo and behold, I had like 900,000 Adena sitting on my character, and I was like, wow, that's actually quite a bit of resources. So make sure you guys are tuned in to the presents every single time you level up right above that quest window. So even though you have the ability to grind this game all the time, it is good that you log off every once in a while, if for the sole reason that you get the Recess Reward. Recess Reward is basically awarded to those of you guys that take a break from Lineage 2. Once you log off, you're offline for a while. When you come back, there's a reward waiting, and the longer you're offline, the more this stacks up. I believe it's up to like 100 minutes if you're offline consecutively. You'll end up getting a reward. There is the opportunity to double that reward by spending a few gems. But for the most part, it's free. I mean, you're just going to get that reward regardless. So make sure you guys pick up that Recess Reward when you log back in after a period of time when you've been offline. So at many points in this game, you actually hit a quest wall where you can't continue on the main storyline any longer until you get your experience level up to a point where you're strong enough to continue. Now, that frustrates a lot of people, but there are ways around this, and one of the most popular is to use the subquests that are available on the left side of your screen. You see the blue icon there, or not the icon, but the title that says subquest available. That is going to access your quest scrolls that you have in your inventory. So when you click that, look for the highest grade quest scrolls that are available near your level. Usually at level or one tier below yours are acceptable, and these will actually boost your experience and your Adena quite a bit. So take advantage of the 5 quest scrolls that you can do for subquests every single day, and you're going to be speeding along in experience and Adena. When you turn these in, you're going to get a ton of experience, a ton of Adena, so make sure you're not missing out on these. Now, one of the single best places to gain Adena every single day, and you can do this once per day, is the daily dungeon, the Adena Dungeon. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a place where you can go in and fight a massive golden dragon that seemingly excretes gold somehow. So, you go in, you fight him, you want to do as much damage as possible, drop the nukes right off the bat, and you're going to notice periodically he's going to project a attack straight out in front of him. If this hits you, it will knock you down. You want to try to avoid that. You can see I'm a little bit slow getting out of the way for these first couple attacks. His second one is an area of effect, sleep or stun, where if you don't get out of range, it's going to not only do a little bit of damage to you, but more importantly, it stuns you, and this wastes time. Time is a factor when you're looking at the Adena Dungeon because it is counting down all the way to the buzzer, and I like to cut things pretty close because I don't know if this is true, but I feel like it offers more opportunities for treasure chests to spawn around the arena. So periodically, the dragon will spawn his hatchlings, and these hatchlings are basically 4-legged critters that come after you in a swarm, and what you want to do is kind of get some distance between you and them, and make sure that they're all on one side of you, so your attacks are hitting all of them at once. You want to make sure that if you're a ranged character and you have attacks that pierce your target, you want to make sure that the dragon is lined up behind those hatchlings, so the fire from you is actually going through the hatchlings, damaging them, but also damaging that dragon. Once the hatchlings are down, you're going to notice that treasure chests will spawn around the arena. These treasure chests are bonus Adena that if you don't take them out, you do not get credit for the Adena, and you're going to be missing out on quite a bit of bonus Adena. So make sure you're looking for those treasure chests constantly. I recommend staying towards the bottom of the dungeon because the field of view is much better from there. You don't have to run as far to see if a chest has spawned. When you do find a chest, don't just go up and shoot it. It takes 3 shots to kill a chest. Make sure that you run behind the chest so that your shots, your overspray essentially, goes through the chest into the hatchlings and or the dragon, whoever is approaching you to engage in combat. While I've gotten to be pretty good at the Adena Dungeon as far as measuring how close I can get on time, I recommend that you guys don't just completely nuke down the dragon so fast that you miss out on a potential chest spawn or two. Make sure that you guys are looking around for those chests constantly, keep your head on a swivel, and pick up those bonus Adena chests, and then make sure you finish the dragon before the timer expires. Man, this one was close, but we do get it done, and you're going to see a whole lot of Adena, almost 200,000 Adena from the Adena Dungeon, and the cool thing is, once you've kind of set a record high on a particular difficulty, whether it's hard, normal, or easy, you can go back and auto-clear that if you have the auto-clear tokens. You want to make sure that you're selecting whatever auto clear you guys think is most important to you. Basically, whatever you don't want to waste time doing, or whatever you feel like you had a my personal best performance on that you don't think will be easy to match in the future, use your clears for that particular dungeon. The Adena dungeon is one of those choices. Now, each difficulty level does offer higher level of rewards as it gets more difficult, so make sure you do the most difficult Adena dungeon that you can possibly get done. Now, I'm not going to go through the entire dungeon here for this one, but I would be remiss if I did not mention the Trials of Experience daily dungeon. Trials of Experience is the exact same thing as the Adena dungeon, except for you fight off swarms and swarms of enemy monsters, and the goal is to clear as many as possible until you can get that triple S rating, which is the highest rating. That means you will get the most rewards. Now, the reward for the Trials of Experience is experience. You guessed it. So when you clear out those monsters and you hit that triple S rating, you're going to be getting a load of experience. So you make sure to do this dungeon every single day. Now, we've talked about most of the places that you can get Adena in this game, the other being the elite dungeons, where you can get them just off of normal elite monsters. Killing them, it's not a huge source of income, but if you're AFK grinding for long periods of time, it can add up. Now, let's go ahead and shift our focus to red diamonds. Red diamonds are, you can actually buy this currency, but this is kind of an interesting take on purchasable currency. Netmarble allows you to earn this with your activity and your participation in Lineage 2. Now, red diamonds are key for things like, redoing your substats on some gear. You can open chests with it. All kinds of premium content is unlocked with red diamonds. Here is how you get those. Now, first up are your login rewards. You'll notice as part of your monthly rewards that twice a week that you have red diamonds as the prize that you're eligible for. So just logging in every day, collecting those monthly rewards will allow you to stockpile some premium currency. One place that I recommend saving that currency for are your daily dungeons. You'll notice that the rewards for these daily dungeons are things like enhancement scrolls and upgrade stones. These are incredibly rare and important to upgrading to the best gear possible in this game. So what I recommend doing is doing your daily dungeon and then resetting it with the red diamonds. You can reset it up to twice on the day that the dungeon is actually happening, and this will allow you to substantially increase the amount of income that you're pulling in from the rare items such as upgrade stones. Now, as you're leveling up your character, you're going to be completing quests, and those quests are part of a larger thing called an episode. Every episode has 3, 4, 5, 6 quests that you'll do as part of your quest line. Once the episode is complete, you move on to the next episode. Now, the chapters, or the scenarios are a compilation of episodes. Typically 8 to 11 episodes in length are a scenario. When the scenario is complete, you will be eligible for some red diamond rewards there as well. So make sure that you pick those up on the map on the quest details screen and put those into your inventory, put them to good use. Another place to pick up some red diamonds are on the journey screen. The journey has all kinds of different subsequent events that you're supposed to go accomplish. These are goals that you meet. One thing that you can get every so often is 500 red diamonds for accomplishing a particular reward. One of them that I just did personally was I upgraded my mount to a class above it. So I went from a C mount to a B mount on my Kakurin, and now I have 500 new red diamonds that I can spend. One of the final places to pick up red diamonds, and this is a completely personal decision, one that I chose to do, I picked up the Diamond 1 package in the shop, and this is a daily injection of red diamonds. Every 8th day, I actually get an injection of topaz as well, and this is a way to get a lot of diamonds for very little when it comes to actual real currency. So get that daily injection. This is the injection that I use to pay for my daily dungeon resets. That's where those gems are earmarked for, and that is one way to get gems every single day for 28 days. Whew, that's a lot of information. Hopefully you guys were able to take it all in, but that's kind of what I recommend for getting started collecting your Adena and getting those red diamonds stockpiled. It's super important for the gear grind that is upcoming. Some of you guys are probably already experiencing that. I will be going over gear and stats and all kinds of more in-depth topics in future episodes. Again, kind of laying the groundwork for the beginners out there. That being said, guys, that is all for this episode. Thank you to Netmarble for sponsoring it, and I will be back soon for more Lineage 2 coverage.